Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is a first for me. I'm going to attempt a cooking video. Today I'm going to make crack slaw that is going to feed my family and allow me to meal prep and put some lunches aside for the rest of the week. And like I said, I am on a low carb, high fat diet, and this recipe is perfect for it. It's crack slaw. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I hope you enjoy. Please share the video if you like it and let me know if you have any questions. Thank you. Okay, so this is cabbage. I have about a medium to large head. The recipe I used said that you could use 2 14 bags, but I just have some that I slice myself. This is ground beef. The recipe calls for 1 to 2 pounds. I've got 1 pound here. These are green onions sliced about 1 inch long. This is about 3 teaspoons or tablespoons or so of soy sauce. And then I don't know if you can see, but I have 3 teaspoons of garlic minced in there. This is about 2 teaspoons of ground ginger. You could use fresh or paste. And I just had the minced, or the dried, I'm sorry. And then this is about 2 teaspoons of crushed red pepper flakes. And then I also have some stevia. To get started, I'm going to put some olive oil in my pan and begin sauteing the beef. You just want to ground it up and then brown it just like you would any other ground beef. And then once that's done, you will remove it, drain some of the excess fat, and set it aside. While that's browning, I like to add a little bit of garlic pepper. Normally I would add a little bit of salt also because I like to season my ground beef as it's cooking. But since I have soy sauce in the recipe, I'm not going to add any excess salt until I can taste it because I don't want it to be too salty. And I'll be right back. Okay, so my beef is browning up nicely, and I'm going to let it go just a little bit longer, and then I'll be transferring it into this bowl, which I've lined with just 1 paper towel. I am on a high-fat, low-carb diet, so I'm going to keep most of the fat, but I will transfer it with this slotted spoon and try to save some of the fat from the finished product. Okay, so my beef is done, and now my recipe didn't call for it, but I'm going to add just a little bit of butter to the pan. All those juices and that olive oil and all of that leftover yummy. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my onions. Give those a little stir. And then I'm going to add the cabbage. So I'm just going to do this a little bit at a time with, oh, I spilled my red pepper flakes. Okay, sorry about that. Crisis averted. So I'm just, like I said, I'm just going to add my cabbage a little bit at a time. Give it a little zhuzh every time I put some in the pan. Get it nice and coated in some of those oils. And when I'm done adding my cabbage, I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got my cabbage all into my pan. It's a very large pan. I have a 12-inch stainless steel bottom pan. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my garlic and soy sauce. And then as this cabbage cooks down, sorry, that out of frame, it'll make room, and all of those drippings and all of that good stuff will all kind of make its way down to the bottom of the pan. Cabbage wilts up and cooks very quickly, so it won't take long. And it's going to be done. So I'm just going to kind of stir it on occasion, and I will be back. Okay, I've switched to a pair of tongs now, so I can really incorporate those ingredients. And I'm going to go ahead and add my stevia at this point, and let that kind of melt in to the flavors of all of this cabbage. And as you can see, it's already starting to create quite a bit of juice as the cabbage releases some of its moisture. So some people like to cook that until all of that is gone, but I like my cabbage just a little slight bite to it, al dente, if you will. And yeah, so I'm gonna let this cook probably just a couple more minutes before I add my ginger and red pepper flakes, and then finally the beef, and then we'll taste it. Okay, so I've just tasted this to make sure it was the amount of doneness that I wanted it to be and that it was seasoned up well, and it is. So finally I'm going to go ahead and add my ginger, and then I'm going to add my red pepper flakes. And then finally, I'm going to put my beef right back in there. I'm probably going to lose that paper towel, but that's okay. No, that's good. And then I'm going to mix it all back in and let everything kind of reconstitute the beef with all of those juices. And I will be back with a plate of food and ready to taste it for you. Okay, so this is my finished plate. It's a generous portion. I would say it's probably about a cup to a cup and a half. The recipe I called for says it serves about 10, and I'm meal prepping, so I'm going to have this tonight, and then I will probably divide it into 8 more servings, I would think. I just served it with a half of a tomato that I've put some salt and pepper and a little bit of parsley on. And now let's see if I can figure out how to try this. This is easier. So yeah, that's perfect. I added a little bit of salt and ground pepper right there at the very end, which was exactly what it needed. The recipe makes a good amount of food, so I'm able to meal prep with this so that I'm able to pack my lunches and not worry about going off of my plan. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and comment down below if you have any questions. And I look forward to making more videos and seeing you in the future. Thank you. Bye.